Reagan, what are we signing you up for tonight? Baruch. Uh-oh. All the way through the Haftarah, okay.
Sooner, Rabbi's not going to come in. It's going to be right in here pretty good.
That's happened before. Try to avoid it, but. Good evening, Bill. What's going on? Oh, we forgot to turn something on? That's all on. Everything appears to be on.
We just may need some assistance with the kids that are doing some things.
Oh, we'll sort it out. They'll be fine. Ooh, that's loud.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Whatever Phil says. Right, Braden's gonna come and lead some things. Okay. All those English readings in the Amida. Okay, all right. All right. It's not picking up a lot.
I've got it down pretty good. So now I can.
Now you'll mess with it.
Now I can work.
Got to make sure Phil's here every once in a while. Tweak our system. Yeah.
Your bag?
Behind the thing. That's on. Anything you ask. Although she probably wouldn't mind a heads up in advance. Oh, we're really live.
I think you're live.
Well, I know I'm live, but even when I was covering it, I was still getting a lot of pickup. But I think it's just picking up. What was that? Yeah. Just be careful when you go to the bathroom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good Shabbos,
Shabbos.
everyone. It's great to see all of you here. We've busted through the over-under for tonight. I'm very happy about that. We're working in the right direction. That's always a good thing. We're going to start tonight with a nigun.
This will be familiar to everybody. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la ya la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la. La 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la ya la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la ya la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la ya la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la ya la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la.
So we are on the cusp of a new year. New Year's come with lots of anticipation, maybe even just a little anxiety. A colleague of mine wrote a prayer, a blessing for entering the new year. I've adapted some of it. Rabbi Paul Kipnis out in California. Let me share his words with you. On the next part of your journey into a new year, may your eyes open to glorious sights that will make your heart beat faster, and may your breathing slow enough to embrace the meaningfulness of it all. May your mind expand to explore new ideas and consider new possibilities. And may your thinking constrict enough to impede the inevitable kvetches and self-deprecating critique. May your sense of self morph and strengthen as you experience what no longer is, but what now just might be. May your awareness of what is and can be expand beyond what was and what you expected. And may the journey ahead be jam-packed with joy, joined with serious self-reflection, fullness of family and friends, amidst an abundance of fun, insight, inspiration, and more than a touch of idealism, with love sweetened with laughter and healthy living, working and being. And may you interact and may you interact with and as part of an increasingly Hamish humanity. Thus may you fill your heart and soul so that the journey ahead into the unknown may be exciting, energizing, and absolutely enough. We continue our service now on page 24 as we join together with Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Let's turn back in our prayer book to page 2, and we're going to invite Ahava to lead us in our candle blessings. Do you know how to do this?
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Good job.
So let's turn now to page 20. Actually, no, page 6. I lied. And let's read together. Bottom of the page, page 6. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May the synagogue be for all who enter the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. Now let's turn to page 20.
Lecharuti likra kala pnei Shabbat nekavela. Lecharuti likra kala pnei Shabbat nekavela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Ishmianu el hamiuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad, B'shem u'tiferet v'litila. Lecharuti likra kala pnei Shabbat nekavela. Lecharuti likra kala pnei Shabbat nekavela. Likra Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor haveracha, mirosh tikerem nesucha, sof maaseh b'machshava techila. Lecharuti likra kala pnei Shabbat nekavela. Lecharuti likra kala pnei Shabbat nekavela. Nitoreri, nitoreri, ki va'orech kumi ori, uri uri shir daberi, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecharuti likra kala pnei Shabbat nekavela. Lecharuti likra kala pnei Shabbat nekavela. Boi v'shalom aterep ala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzola, toch emuneh am segula. Boi chala, boi chala. Lecharuti likra kala pnei Shabbat nekavela. Lecharuti likra kala pnei Shabbat nekavela. Lecharuti likra kala pnei Shabbat nekavela. Lecharuti likra kala pnei Shabbat nekavela.
So now we've greeted Shabbat. Let's greet each other. Wish each other Shabbat Shalom.
Good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Let's move back towards our seats. So did anybody have a simcha this week? Any happy moments? Carol? You had a birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
39, right? 29. All right.
Anniversary of your son's
Other simchas, happy moments, yes. Wow, how exciting. Crystal?
I got my dream gift for Christmas.
Wonderful. Hopefully with pads and a helmet.
It's all good.
Any other simchas or? Wow.
Wow.
Nice. Awesome. Let's move on in our liturgy to page 26. Braden, come on up.
Yikadov, Yikadash,
Shemei
Shemei
Rabba,
Be'om
Divrach Yirteh V'yamlich Malchuteh,
V'chayechon
V'yomechon V'chayerecho Beit Yisrael, Bagala, Bagala, V'bizman Kariv, V'yimeru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Le'olam lo me'amaya, Yiparach, Yiparach, V'yishtabach, V'yipar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitalev, V'yitalal, Shemei Kedusha Brichu, Leila Mikol Birchata V'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Tamiran be'oma, v'yimeru, Amen.
Please rise as able for Baruch.
Ya la ya la la ya la 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 ya la la ya la ya la la ya la 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 ya la ya la la ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la la Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Le'olam Va'ed Ya la ya la la ya la 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 ya la la ya la ya la la ya la 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 ya la ya la la ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la la
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim B'chokma b'tzeach shariah
V'vidranam meshamei etim, u'machalif et hazmanim,
U'mesader et hakochavim B'mishmerotehem barakia kirzono Borei yom v'layla Golel or mipnei
Hosher, Hoshech mipnei or,
Ma'avir yom u'mevi laila Ma'avdil ben yom u'vein laila Adonai Tzavaot Shemo El Chai V'Kayam, Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Leolam Va'ed, Baruch Atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravi.
Top of page 33.
As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise,
to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai,
Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Please be seated.
Ve'havta es Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha v'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'lechtecha b'derech u'b'shokbecha u'b'kumecha u'kshartam le'oz al yadecha v'hayu l'totafot bein einecha u'ktavtam amzuzot beitecha u'b'hisharecha l'ma tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kiddushim l'lechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hoseiti etchem be'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem l'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet.
Let's turn to the top of page 41 and read together. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect. The song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished. A gift for our children and the generations to come.
Song
Song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content. For soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 Hi chamo chata elim Adonai Hi chamo chaner b'kodesh Norati lo tosefele Norati lo tosefele Malchutecha ra'uvanecha Rokei hayam livnei Moshe u'Miriam Te'eliyanu ve'amru Te'eliyanu ve'amru Adonai
now with the sun down behind the horizon, we turn to that prayer for the evening, for God's guidance through the darkness. Hashkivenu, page 42.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom Hamidenu Shomrenu L'Chaim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom Hamidenu Shomrenu L'Chaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom Hamidenu Shomrenu L'Chaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom Hamidenu Shomrenu L'Chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom Hamidenu Shomrenu L'Chaim. L'Chaim. L'Chaim.
Pray as if everything depended on God, and act as if everything depended upon you. We continue now on page 46 as we rise as able for tefillah.
Adonai Sefatai Titach Ufi Agite Latecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Ganei HaKol, V'Zocher Hasei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevi Gula Livneihem, L'man Shemo v'Ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, V'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Atah, Rav Le'Hoshia, Mashiach HaRuach u'Morid HaGashem, Mechakel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Ravim, Somech Noflim Berofei Chovim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato lishenei afar, michamocha bal gevurot, umido mehelach, melech memit umechayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'emanata lachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yalucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
And let us all say, Amen. You may be seated. Let's continue at the bottom of page 54. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us in your goodness and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai our God, grant as our heritage your holy Shabbat, that Israel who sanctifies your name may rest on it. Praise to you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu ba'amcha Yisrael, v'tfilatam b'hava tikabel, v'hi l'ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha, el karov l'chol korav, panei el avadeha v'chonenu, shafoch ruchacha aleinu, v'tehazena enenu b'shuvcha, l'tzion b'rahamim. Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shechinato l'tzion. Bottom of page 59 together. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us a little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulcha na'el lehodot.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amacha Tasim Leolam. 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 Ki ata melech adon lecho hashalom. Ki ata melech adon lecho hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amacha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amacha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'necha levarech et Amacha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amacha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amacha Tasim Leolam Tasim Leolam Tasim Leolam.
Let's take a moment now for our own private reflection. We now take a moment to think about the people in our lives who are in need of a prayer this Shabbat, to uplift their spirit, to guide their soul, to truly help them along their life's journey. And so our list this Shabbat: John Deacons, Debbie Simon, Carmen Villarreal, Roger Villarreal, Joan Adler, Philip Richardson, Diane Claybard, Victoria Scott, Shirley Levin, Veronica Lee Strulovich, Bruce R. Bitblit, Melanie Pollock, Alan Levin, Tanya Thompson, Rob Seltzer, Todd Malinek, Neil Morris, and Lenny Marcus. And we add to those names those in our own hearts. As we go around the room, please call out those names. In your brochures for the Shabbat, you'll find the words to a Mishaberach written by Cantor Lisa Levine. Please join with us.
Mishaberach Avotenu, Abraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov. Mishaberach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Mishaberach Avotenu, Abraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov. Mishaberach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well.
May the Holy and Blessed One bring healing to us, to our world, to all those that we have named. And let us say Amen. So the Baal Shem Tov, the founder of Hasidism, he used to tell a story about how God is concealed in the world. He told this: once there was a king who was a master of illusion. He could make people see the things that weren't really there. And more than anything else, the king wanted his people to come and be close to him. But the people were always too busy. The farmers needed to milk the cows. The sailors had to scrub the decks of the boats. The shopkeepers had to sell their wares. So the lonely king devised a plan. He built around himself a magnificent but illusory castle. Then he sent out invitations to everyone in the kingdom. You are personally invited to come and be close to the king. But it will not be easy. The king is hidden in a great castle. What a challenge, his subjects said. And they hurried to the castle. When they arrived, they found that the walls were high, the windows were barred, and the gate bolted. There seemed to be no way to enter. So one by one, the people gave up and went home. It's like that with us too, said the Baal Shem Tov. We start out eagerly looking for God, but we get distracted easily and give up the search. One day, someone came along and thought, what if the wall of this castle is only an illusion? So she approached the wall, she examined it closely, and she saw that there was really no wall there at all. Nothing stood between herself and the king. Well, most people have a very difficult time believing that there's anything beyond the wall of the castle. The quest for God in our lives often falls victim to the frustration that lack of vision brings. Jewish spirituality in our modern sense is that opportunity for us to reach beyond the wall, to see through the ruse that modern society thrusts in front of us. See, I would venture a guess that most of us struggle to believe in miracles. The spiritual self is that part of us that sees visions beyond the realm of reality. The rational, day-to-day lifestyle in which we live throws up many barriers to the growth of that spiritual self. For us to survive as a people of faith and practice, the spiritual side of our being must hold sway. Jewish tradition teaches us that there are many miracles and many ways to see them. This was always fully evident to me. At the birth of each of my children, when the doctor held them up, I recited those very important words. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Blessed are you, Lord, our God, ruler of the universe, who has given us life, sustained us, and brought us to this joyous time. And the birth and the thriving of our granddaughter, Hazel, was and remains a daily miracle. Born at 24 weeks and 1 day, weighing 1 pound, 1 ounce. 5 months in the NICU. She was indeed a miracle. Boy, a bit verklempt if I talk too much about her. So to me, miracles are a daily occurrence. That when we wake up in relative peace and comfort in a society so bent on its own destruction, is a miracle. That we look into the eyes of our children and still see the gleam and glitter of hope and innocence. That's a miracle. That we love when so many hate is a miracle. That we sit here tonight as a people, united in faith and prayer in this congregation, is a miracle. Miracles are so important to our encounter with the human existence. The prize of belief is the reward of spiritual behavior. Over the past few weeks, we've been reading the stories surrounding Jacob and his children. That's such good stories all the time. And the Torah recognizes that within Jacob there are really two people. The rational, secular Jacob and the spiritual, believing Israel. The rabbis point us to imitate Israel more than Jacob at every turn. For it is Israel who wrestles with belief, and it is Israel who overcomes the obstacles that daily existence throw in our path. You see, I do believe in miracles. My belief comes from years of rational searching, through text and tome for evidence and support. I've traveled the slippery slope of disbelief, only to find at the very bottom of that slope rests the will to believe, the will to ascend that very slope back to faith. My belief comes in the daily encounter. I find comfort in knowing that when all rational and empirical sources of truth fall short, there's a leap to make. Soren Kierkegaard called it the leap of faith. Miracles do not have to be the marvelous parting of the Red Sea. They don't have to come in the form of pillars of fire and smoke. Lightning bolts don't have to come out of the sky to destroy our neighbors. Miracles can come in the voice of a small child or in the smile of an octogenarian. Miracles place us in the realm of Israel. And it is through these very miracles and belief in our tradition that we gather on Shabbat. To be a Jew means opening one's eyes to the many beautiful and mysterious things that happen every day. In such simple acts as waking to see the morning light, tasting food and feeling strong, learning and growing wiser and helping others. We learn to view life in all its aspects as holy, emanating from a divine source that connects us all. And for those who've heard, one of my favorite prayers, no, it's not the Motzi. It is in the morning service in the section called Our Daily Miracles. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan l'sechvi vina, l'havchin ben yom uvein laila. Blessed are you, God, sovereign of the universe, who has given the rooster the wisdom to distinguish between day and night. A daily miracle to wake up our soul every morning, given to the rooster. Now that's a miracle. Remember this story told about Rabbi Isaac? You may have heard it before. Rabbi Isaac lived in the city of Krakow. He was very poor. So when he dreamed 3 nights in a row about a great treasure buried under a bridge in the distant city of Prague, he set out on a journey to find it. When he arrived in Prague, he discovered the place that he had seen in his dream, and it was patrolled day and night by the king's guards. He circled the spot, watching from a distance, until one day the guards noticed him. When the captain called to Rabbi Isaac and demanded to know what he was doing there, the rabbi told him about the dream. You mean to tell me you believe in such dreams? The captain laughed. If I believed in them, I'd have to go all the way to Krakow and find some rabbi named Isaac, because I've dreamed that a great treasure lies buried beneath his bed. Rabbi Isaac thanked the captain, returned home as fast as he could, pushed his bed aside, and dug up the treasure that had been there all along. Faith and belief and vision are those treasures that have been with us all along. Torah teaches it's not in the heavens or beneath us, it's right with us all the time. All we have to do is reach out, open our souls, and accept that which is truly inspirational, the miracle. Every day of our lives, we can witness these miracles if we only open our eyes and behold the glory in the world about us. I want to conclude with these beautiful words by Walt Whitman. Miracles. Why? Who makes much of a miracle? As to me, I know nothing else but miracles. Whether I walk the streets of Manhattan or dart my sight over the roofs of houses toward the sky, or wade with naked feet along the beach just in the edge of the water, or stand under trees in the woods, or talk by day with anyone I love, or sleep in the bed at night with anyone I love, or sit at the table at dinner with the rest, or look at strangers opposite me riding in the car, or watch honeybees busy around the hive of a summer forenoon, or animals feeding in the fields, or birds, or the wonderfulness of insects in the air, the wonderfulness of the sundown, or of stars shining so quiet and bright, or the exquisite, delicate, thin curve of the new moon in spring. These with the rest, one and all, are to me miracles, the whole referring yet each distant, each distinct and in its place. To me, every hour of the light and the dark is a miracle. Every cubic inch of space is a miracle. Every square yard of the surface of the earth is spread with the same. Every foot of the interior swarms with the same. To me, the sea is a continual miracle. The fishes that swim, the rocks, the motion of the waves, the ships with men in them. What stranger miracles are there? I do believe in miracles. And I hope that you will, as we enter the year 2023, lift up your eyes, open them wide, and see the miracles that happen around you every day. Shabbat Shalom. Barry, you're up.
Thank you, Rabbi. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to our new members this evening, guests and virtual congregants. We wish you a happy and healthy new year and hope that your participation this Shabbat is meaningful. Let me share with you some upcoming events that may be interesting to you. On Sunday, January 8th, religious school will restart and we are hosting a listening forum from 9 till 10:30 in the morning at the temple as part of the Federation's Hinene initiative. Please register and join the conversation about the future of the Jewish community in the greater Houston area. At 3 o'clock, there is an interfaith environmental event in which Hava Galor is participating. It is social justice, look at the relationship between people and the planet. On Monday, January 9th, the Sisterhood's Lunch Bunch is meeting up at the Pecan Grill at 12:30. RSVP to Norman Belkin. On January 11th, the Brotherhood's having a dinner with the guys at the Adriatic Cafe going westbound on I-10 just before Buc-ee's. We all know where Buc-ee's is. Join us on January 21st for a Sinai night out at North China Restaurant. RSVP to Susan Hertz. On Sunday, January 22nd, for 4 consecutive Sundays, join Rabbi Lipper for a class called Judaism 101. It is for anyone with questions about Judaism and especially those who are interested in furthering their knowledge. Register through the temple office. Join us for Kiddush and Motzi and fellowship following the service, and have a happy new year. Shabbat Shalom.
So, just a moment of clarification. On January 8th at 3 o'clock, the event that Chava is participating in is a Zoom event. And if you watch for your weekly email this week, you will, this coming week, you'll get the email, the link through the email. Yes.
Also on January 10th, I'm having a book group starting God is Here. Phenomenal book that just helps kind of think about God and different ways to approach God as God language. It's a 4-week class that you can start on. And that's also in this book.
Great. Yes.
On Monday, January 16th, Sisterhood is sponsoring a Bible appointment here at synagogue. You can check the weekly for reservations.
Thank you. So let's continue now on page 283. Crystal, would you come up and help open the doors of the ark? Ava, come on up as well. Page 283. Please rise as able.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, la'tegdu la'liotzer breshit, shu sam chelkenu li'ached et shemo, v'gor aleinu le'amlich malchuto, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. She'unot hashamayim v'yoser haaretz, u'moshav yikaro b'shamayim imal, u'shchinatu zo, v'govei meheromim, hu Eloheinu enod, emet malkeinu efesu lato, Kakatu b'torato, v'aratayom v'ashevota elevavecha, ki Adonai hu Elohim, b'shamayim imal, v'al mitachat, enod, v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
You may be seated. At this sacred time, our thoughts turn to those whom death has taken from us, the martyrs of our people, whose graves are unmarked, those whom we have carried with us during our lives, and those of our friends and our neighbors. This Shabbat, we turn to page 289 as we read together selection number 3. The light of life is a finite flame. Like the Shabbat candles, life is kindled, it burns, it glows, it is radiant with warmth and beauty, but soon it fades, its substance is consumed, and it is no more. In light we see, in light we are seen, the flames dance, and our life burns down in gutters. There is an end to the flames. We see no more, and are no more seen, yet we do not despair. For we are more than a memory slowly fading into darkness. With our lives we give life. Something of us can never die, as we move in this eternal cycle of darkness and death, of light and life. This Shabbat we mark the Shaloshim of Stephen Foreman, father of Mindy Foreman and grandfather of Kieran, and Kenny Baum, husband of Donna and brother-in-law of Susan Hertz. And we mark those whose yahrzeit falls this Shabbat. James Mullen, father of Jason Mullen, Lillian Drobin, aunt of Jill Beach, Ray Dubner, grandmother of Mitchell Dubner, Joseph Lipper, father of David Lipper, Celia Zagelbone, aunt of Eric Osterman, Rose Bacher, grandmother of Roger Rachman, Catherine Clark, sister of Beth Zeffert, Ricky Jansen, brother of Mike Jansen, and Joyce Fosselman. Are there any additional names for Kaddish this evening? For all of them we say, Zichronam Livraha, may their memories be a blessing, as we turn together to page 294 and rise together for Kaddish. Yet Gadal v'yet Kadash Shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach yirte, v'amlich malchute, v'chayechon v'yomechon, v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agalav izman karif, v'yimru amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam l'mei l'maya. Barach t'ishtabach v'yipar v'yitrumam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei d'kudsha b'richu le'la min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nehemata damiran d'yalama v'yimeru amen. Yehei Shalom Rabbah min Shemaya v'haim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and bring comfort to all who are bereaved among us. And let us all say amen. You may be seated. So I rarely do this, but I picked a closing song from our ancient past. Sunday will be my father's 30th yahrzeit. And my father never had a bar mitzvah, never learned Hebrew. But when I started studying to become a rabbi, he took a basic Judaism class at the temple, even though he had been confirmed back when he was in 10th grade. But he realized he didn't know much about Judaism, and that led him to become a part of the volunteer choir because he loved to sing, and a gift that I did not receive. And one of the songs he loved to sing was this one, Yigdal. He absolutely knew nothing about what it meant. And for those who don't know, Yigdal is a piyut, a poem, about the 13 articles of faith. 13 things that a Jew should believe, written by Maimonides in the 12th century. So we're going to sing verses 1 and 2 and 7, the very last verse. Page 324.
You were going to start, right?
I'll start. Yigdal Elohim Hai Ve'yishtabach Nimtza v'yenei Tel Metziuto Echad v'yen Yachid Ke'yichad נעלם וגם אין סוף לאחדותו. אין לו דמות הגוף ואינו גוף, לא נערוך אליו קדושתו. קדמון לכל דבר אשר נברא, ראשון בין ראשית לראשיתו. חיי העולם נטע בתוכנו, ברוך הדיין שם תהילתו. חיי העולם נטע בתוכנו, ברוך הדיין שם תהילתו. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Please join us for Kiddush and Motzi.
We started the right key for you. That's good.